Ducks kicker headed toward the football, and their season is now officially underway. And the opening kickoff sails out of bounds. Maybe a little bit of nerves and hopefully not an omen for the way this season's going to go. Offense in a bunch formation. Quick give. It's Parker. He'll be brought down quickly after a very short game. You can really set the tone for what's possible in your season in early season showdowns like this, both in the top 10 and both with the loftiest of goals.
This one's fun too, David, because we had this game circled in the offseason. We knew this was going to be a really good matchup early, and we're going to find out the answers to a lot of questions we have about both these teams.
Well, and sometimes it's hard to figure that out, right? Like, you don't get till mid-season, you're like, oh, they haven't played anybody. Out the gates, 2 top 10 teams. We get to find out really quickly who's legit.
Keelan Russell looking to the big tight end. What a job to lay out and make the catch.
Man, I love the catch radius on this guy. If you just put it somewhere near his body, he's going to be able to reel it in. That was a phenomenal job, showing you his athleticism and also his concentration, making that outstanding grab.
This offense will snap it from the 42 on 1st and 10. Running behind that left side. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Might as well run him again. Looks as if the Crimson Tide will have the first down. You can go way back in the history books to the wishbone attack all the way back to the first Rose Bowl team. Alabama built its identity on a strong running game.
Builds it on dudes that tote the rock and do it with nastiness, with some physicality. Not one guy's going to bring them down, and you see it year after year with these guys, and there's always somebody that's going to be a physical challenge to try to get on the ground.
Russell. Left side is Meadows. Makes a catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one.
Well, this tight end, he's got size and he's got some athleticism, and he's very difficult to cover one-on-one. Defense is going to have their hands full with him today.
After the 4-yard completion on 1st down, now it's 2nd and 6. To the air, it's Russell. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. Got room on the return. The 40, the 30, running inside the 20. Touchdown, Ducks. This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone. Just one moment, and all of a sudden, the fortunes turn.
You're in a position where you're about to give up points, and now you flip that around and you put points on the board. Perfectly executed. What are you doing in an interception? First guy blocks the intended receiver. Everybody else starts to form the wall where the ball's going. Nice blocking, nice interception, nice return for the touchdown.
coming onto the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Throwing Russell. Coming out aggressively. Knocked away at the last minute, and that is precision defensive back play there. Guys, let's chat about Alabama. They start the season in the top 10. Ideal position to make a run. But what do they need to avoid?
Well, I think you avoid the talks about me and where we're at, because that doesn't matter. This team's got a lot to prove. It's a very talented team, but they got to start the season off. That first impression makes a big deal in all these voters, Jesse.
Yeah, I think a lot of these players are hungry to prove that top 10 ranking is legit. But talking to some of their guys too, David, they actually feel like they're not ranked high enough. They actually feel disrespected being where they are, which is pretty amazing considering this is already a really great jumping point. I can't wait to see how they play today.
Alabama hit him with a big pass play. Will they keep slinging it? Trying to establish the run. He stopped at the 45 after picking up 10 yards and the first down.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got to burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense. Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
They'll need a bunch on second down. Corner's right up on that line of scrimmage. Wide receiver comes in motion. Keelan Russell. Look out. Just got rid of that one.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football.
The power of Autzen Stadium on full display. The house of loud is deafening on this third down. Now here's Russell. Fires to the wideout. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
The Tide with the 1st and 10. Again, it's Russell. Fires deep toward the end zone. And that one is right on target if his target was the first row.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Russell. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
All right, you got to be careful here if you're the quarterback, right? Back-to-back incompletions. You've had a nice drive. You're still in field goal range, though. Think about this. You cannot take a sack. That has got to be what the play caller is reminding his quarterback about in the headsets right now. If it's not there, throw this thing away because we've got a chance to at least get 3 points here.
Again, it's Russell. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
This definitely isn't the start they drew up. I mean, you already throw a pick six, now you get sacked. Man, they're going to have to find a way to settle this quarterback down, get something going offensively. So far, not a lot of positives to point to.
And it took everything he had, but he barely gets it in there. That'll bring him to within 4. The Ducks signal for their first timeout. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. They were trying to steal a possession to draw a little closer in this game, but the ball didn't go 10 yards, so they'll take over the football with the lead. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Dante Moore. Caught. Turning it on. The tag. Touchdown Ducks. This crowd absolutely loving it as he rolled into the end zone. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
And he's coming out of the end zone. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Try to put a drive together, starting from their own 12. Throwing Russell. A little release to the back. Across the 25, he's got room. They get him out of bounds, couple of yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling.
And that's why this guy is so dangerous. He's an explosive play just waiting to happen, and it doesn't have to come just handing the football off. That was a simple check down throw, but he got it to him in space, and all of a sudden he does the rest, right? He's able to see the field. He's making people miss. He's got tremendous contact balance and speed. They get an explosive play in the passing game on a simple check down throw to the running back.
Couldn't quite hang on to the pick, and he will be thinking about that one for a long time.
Man, this defense is dialed and already forced one interception, had a chance right there to get another one. Everything this offense does so far, they are reading it, breaking on it, and making some plays.
To the air, it's Russell. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
We're already in the first quarter, but already you get the feeling this could be a long day for this QB. He's already been sacked. He gets hit right there on the incomplete throw. They've got to find a way to do a better job up front of protecting this guy, or it's going to be difficult to put up points.
Again, it's Russell. Going for it all. Caught. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bama.
Alabama, number 8, with the catch and score.
They'll try to get the two-point conversion here and make it a three-point game. Keelan Russell. They're all over it. And they got it.
And the quarterback just could not find anybody open. And you could tell he was trying to make something happen, but couldn't find anybody in the end zone, held onto the football, and takes the sack.
He'll bring it out. It's Moore. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. They'll go play action with Moore. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Makes the grab to the 25, and there's room. Off and running. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon.
And this is why so many teams go play action. They try to freeze guys in the back end, work on their eye discipline, get them to bite a little bit. Nice job on the play fake. Nice job bombs away, putting air underneath it and making the big touchdown pass.
That's the end of the period, and Oregon has the lead. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. They largely dominated the first quarter and built a nice lead to get started.
Number 39 sets a kickoff.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Gets the back moving. Russell takes the easy completion. Could not make his way to the corner. Let's talk about Alabama. We mentioned the number of players they lost, but you can only focus on the guys who are wearing your uniform. Can't worry about those who left, have to worry about those you have. But any concerns that you guys have about making moves like this?
I think excitement more than concerns, honestly. They got some key guys that had success in other programs, and I think the fans today, David, are interested to see how these guys play today.
Well, and how they come together, because you've seen these players in other spots, but now a new system, new coaches. How do you gel? How do you start your career off?
He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
Got it, looking for the first down. He stopped, but he's got enough to move the chain.
Well, there's an example of going to your tight end on third down. You don't quite have to throw to the sticks with him because he can make somebody miss and then go do the rest of the work himself. Really nice individual effort that time by the big fella.
They're going back to the ground. Tackled almost immediately. Not a whole lot on that one.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Throwing Russell. Fires to the middle. He's got the tight end. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. To the air. It's Russell. It's dropped after taking the hit.
And a lot of times when you see running backs catch the football, man, they've got a little bit of space to operate. That's great coverage. Being right there when he catches the ball to deliver the hit, to make sure he doesn't secure the catch, elite coverage.
Long way to go on 2nd down. Couldn't connect on 1st down. Now back to the air. Going over the top. Snags it. First and goal, and this feels like their chance to give them a finish. using his feet. No room to run, and he stopped right at the line of scrimmage. It'll be 2nd and goal. Alabama quickly back to the line. The Tide will have to call their first timeout. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. Got stopped on 1st down. They'll try it again from the 2. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
On 3rd and goal, you can't hear yourself thinking here. Trying to power it in. He'll be stopped right there. They kept it on the ground on 3rd and goal, and it did not pay off.
4th down here. It's still early in the game. I'm not chasing points. Take the field goal, pay this drive off.
And they have analytical cards nowadays that says the exact situation, what the score is, do you go for it or not? Look at the card, make the decision.
That makes the score 40-41. Alabama 12.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Moore. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. To the back. Looking for a crease. Works his way into the traffic and picks up 3 to the 17.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. They give it to him again. Driven back.
Linebackers in today's football, obviously, guys have gotten smaller. They got to play in space more, cover fast guys out on the perimeter. But how about this linebacker coming downhill and making a physical tackle in the hole?
Now Oregon will call its 2nd timeout. They'll take a moment to gather their thoughts and put together a plan for this 3rd down play. Third and long, a lot of ground to cover. From the gun on 3rd down, Dante Moore. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down.
And that's a play on 3rd down. This offense just has to do a better job protecting their quarterback. Give them a split second more time to complete that throw, but they couldn't do it there.
They boot it away. Hauls it in at the 40. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. Good good field position here as they start this drive from their 43. Got him on the RPO. They stop him at the 42, but they're on a roll with a pickup of 15 and a first down. And after that pitch and catch, he's already over 200 yards, and we're in the first half, Jesse.
Man, Reese, he's dialed in right now. He's really doing a nice job seeing the field, reading coverages, and finding his open guy.
Throws to the wideout. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Stopped right at the 40-yard line, and this defense celebrating the turnover. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. Throwing more. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
Well, they hooked up already once for a score today, so the quarterback's going back to him again deep down the field, but it falls incomplete.
Moore will throw. Going back to the well, another deep ball. Oh, what a play, it's intercepted. Takes it the other way. He steps out of bounds, but not only does he get the ball back, what a return to set up his offense.
And that's a play the defense absolutely had to have. They've given up some big plays in this first half, and they're down on the scoreboard right now. Something positive needed to happen. Maybe that's the interception that changes the momentum in this game. It's now up to their offense to try and score some points here before the first half ends.
Drops back on first down. He's going to let one fly down the middle. He's got it down the field. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. They'll decline the penalty here, and the result of the play stands. Alabama comes to the line with a first and goal. Out wide right, it's Meadows. Touchdown, Alabama! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And that was a really big score here at the end of the first half, just for their confidence and their momentum. They're obviously still losing right now on the scoreboard, but you had the feeling something positive had to happen here at the end of the first half for them to go in at halftime, regroup, and come out in the second half now trying to build on that successful drive offensively.
He's in there. 2-point conversion is good, and they're down by just 1. Well, they didn't exactly milk the clock on that drive, did they? 2 plays and into the end zone for the touchdown.
Number 31 to kick this one away.
And with that kickoff going out of bounds, they will get great field position to start. And the penalty accepted, and they'll move them back. Quarterback signaling to his guys. Moore. Makes the grab. Shakes a man, and he might take off. He's across the 50 and out of bounds at the 49, and a great pickup on that one.
And that's why, as a former quarterback, man, I love these drag routes, because if you get the right coverage and it's man-to-man and someone gets picked or can't keep up with your receiver, you just put it out nicely in front of them, they're going to make the catch, and they're going to take it a long way. Really great execution. Nice job by the receiver.
He's looking deep. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
Well, you make big plays for your quarterback in the game. You catch a touchdown pass, he's going to look your way again, often. Downfield like they did right there, but give the defense credit, forcing an incompletion.
Second and long here. Here's Moore to throw. Takes a hit as he fires. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the #1 job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you, and I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play instead of just checking it down or throwing away. He's got to do a better job working through his progressions right now. He's got tons of talent, but he's making bad decisions.
Right side, it's James. As we close in on halftime, a timeout is taken here. And in the waning seconds of the first half, they'll try to put up 3 before going to the break. And he'll reach for a 53-yarder and have to guide it in with precision from the right side. No good. And guys, not only a miss, but a missed opportunity to take the lead. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Gentlemen, so much excitement around a brand new season, and we're excited to get you caught up on everything here in Week 1. Let's start with a look at the Kennesaw State Owls, taking on the number 10 team, the Indiana Hoosiers. And it's Kennesaw State coming away with a blowout victory in what looks like a major upset. Expect major changes in the polls this week, pushing them to 1-0 on the short season. Here now some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. As they get ready to start this third quarter, think how big the lead might be if they'd taken care of the ball.
Well, the game might be over, Reese, but if you're on defense right now, you've gotten a couple turnovers early, and you're saying, okay, we're going to need to keep this up. We got to stay aggressive for us to have a chance to win this game, but we believe we can do it.
Yeah, you've already done it, so of course you're going to believe it. Keep playing fast, keep playing physical, and then tell your offense, hey, we need a little help over here. Can you help us out and put some points on the board?
From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. One man in the backfield, and he gets it. Pass to 6. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative. That's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
He's changing the play. Keeps it moving. It's Davison.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. The give. Brought down.
And a lot of times the fit up front, you know, linebackers are fitting holes, and that ball bounces, and it's supposed to go somewhere, and sometimes it goes to a DB, and the offense will get a W. Like, they'll get a win because you'll break a tackle. How about the tackle by that young fella? I know he likes to cover, but I love the way he comes up and makes the tackle.
3rd and long right here. Dante Moore. Out wide left, it's Johnson. Touchdown-saving tackle, but the catch and run takes it down to the 7.
And we're watching a quarterback duel here. Both of these guys are absolutely slinging it every time they're on the field. Now it's this guy's turn, and he's taking advantage of the opportunities. This defense has not had an answer for him. They're not getting enough pressure on him. When he has this kind of time, he is just going to carve you up.
They ripped off a huge chunk, and now a little chunk is needed to pay it off. With the run on 1st and goal. Hit and drop behind the line. He'll lose a yard.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. Knocked down in the backfield, 2 yards behind the line. And the whistle blows as they bring out the trainers to have a look at an injured duck. There's never a good time for it, but man, do you hate to see it in the first game of the season. It's 3rd and goal and 3rd and long. Moore from the gun on 3rd down. Caught. Lowers that shoulder, delivers the blow.
That is such a good job by the defense on 3rd down in their own end, rallying to the drag throw. Lots of offenses love to throw that because oftentimes there's a pick, a guy gets free, and he's able to just walk in. But the defense was prepared, and they're ready for it. They make the tackle in bounds, now setting up 4th.
The Ducks signal for their first timeout. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. And here comes the field goal unit. And he'll try it from the right hash, and the angle shouldn't be too bad from this distance. And he kept that one just straight enough to graze inside the left upright. That gives them a little breathing room, now up 24-20.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
Here comes that Alabama offense. Their first possession of this 3rd quarter, still trailing. Defense did just force a field goal, and we'll see if they can grab some momentum with this drive. Keelan Russell. Here comes the heat. Good job just to get rid of that one.
Well, you can see the frustration on this guy's face. He's one of the best receivers in college football, and they knew coming into this game that he had to get touches, but you can't say enough about how good this defense has been defending him. They've always had an answer, whether it's single coverage, double coverage, man, or zone. They have not let him go off, and that's a big reason why they're winning this game.
And we talked about this guy coming into the game, man. He's a dude. Like, he's a guy that they're going to feature, they're going to give the football to. He's so good with the ball in his hand, so why would you not hand it to him as much as possible? They're doing it early, and he's getting some chunk yardage. This defense, they knew about him, but now they're finding out about him.
Russell from the gun on 3rd down. Just gets rid of it to avoid the sack.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel in the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Looks as if the Tide will punt it away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Not a lot of room to field this one. Taken down right away. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here, David.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Quarterback changing the play. He's past the sticks. Turns it on down the left side. Touchdown, Ducks! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. You know they love their track at Oregon. And when the gun goes off and he hits open field, he is headed to the tape, and he was burning by the time he hit the end zone.
And they've had guys year after year with serious track speed. They'll get to the small runs, lull you to sleep, and then boom, they make those big plays because they got big-time playmakers with speed at running back.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Russell fires immediately.
The pass on first down, caught by the back. A pickup of 8. Second down.
Alabama with a multitude of options on second and short. Working the ground game. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Back to throw, it's Russell. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
And the QB leaves the pocket, and he scrambles out, and he goes to his right. And I love how he keeps his eyes down the field, trying to make a play, trying to throw the football, but the relentless chase, I love it. Getting to the quarterback. He throws an inaccurate pass because he gets whacked as he throws the football. Nice job chasing by the defense.
Throwing Russell. Unloads to the wideout. He's got an open man. It's a seam wide open. Touchdown tie. And here they come, almost all the way back.
Number 1 with the catch and score.
Now they'll try the two-point conversion and try to crawl within 3. Barrels ahead. He's going to be stopped short as they come up empty on the two-point try. They were hoping to get this game to within a field goal, but the lead stays at 5. Deep in the end zone, it's Moore. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. They give it to him first time this season for the transfer. Right there to stop him, and that'll be a loss of 3. Time has expired here in the quarter, and Oregon has the lead. 3 quarters are in the books. Time becomes a factor both in trying to hold the lead or cut into it as we take a look at the stats. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Left side, it's Johnson. Makes the grab, and down immediately. He picks up a few.
Oh, that just really nice catch by the big tight end. Throwing those mitts up there, catching the football.
Third and 10, still backed up inside their own 20. This drive hasn't really gotten started. Throwing Moore. He's got him in the flat. Breaks into the open. Now they'll really try to get this drive going. Good execution on third down as they have it 1st and 10 at the 31. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to third down. You get them to those critical points. Now they get the first down. You don't have many left. You better get aggressive.
First down here as we dive into the college football season, a week 1 clash that has been worth every minute of it so far. Snags it, and there's running room. Inside the 30. Past the 10. Touchdown Ducks! He got a step and just dusted the field.
And this offense doing a really nice job, man. They're understanding who they are. And Jesse, do you find guys, man, on the outside that you know where they're going to be, you know they're going to make plays, and you just continue to feed them?
Yeah, no question, especially in a situation like this, David, when the game's on the line, you got to go to your best players. And quarterbacks, they keep track of what's happening during the game. Who's winning? Who's getting separation on the outside? Who do I feel comfortable throwing to in tight coverage? This is the guy. That's now his 2nd touchdown catch in the game, and I don't think that's going to be the last time we see him touch the ball.
Tide ready to roll on offense. Time is running short. They've let this game get away from them a little bit. They must get something done here to have a chance to pull it out late. Out wide left, it's Meadows. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
A good start by this offense. Something positive on the first play. The drive is good. Listen, the hill is large, right? Like this, we need 2 scores. We got to have 2 touchdowns to get back in this game. We got to be aggressive. We got to take shots, but obviously not put the football at risk.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. The secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. Keelan Russell fires to the middle. Timed it perfectly to knock it free and forces the 3rd down.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary. You saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
Again, it's Russell. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down.
Now, I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the 4th quarter, and you're just...
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. Russell will throw for it on 4th. Throws to the tight end. Big man has it. It's a first down and more. Knocked down, but he's got enough to move the chains and convert that 4th down.
Hey, down in the 4th quarter, you better have a dude at the quarterback spot. They do, and they're going to trust him, and he's going to have to continue to deliver like this, making plays down the field, protecting the football, but we know he has the ability.
Makes the grab on the left. Inside the 15, out of bounds at the 14-yard line. The offense looking for a score.
Well, we knew this quarterback could put up some monster numbers. He is putting on a clinic in this game. He now has over 400 yards passing.
Again, it's Russell. Oh, pressure's coming. He's sacked. This defense all over him.
How about this defense coming out aggressive on 1st down? They're in the red zone. They're like, no, we're going to take the fight to you. Now setting up a 2nd down and long and putting them in a great position to be successful.
They'll move the wide receiver. Russell unleashes to the end zone. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be third down.
Yeah, and I think you know the situation as a defender, and you know you're up by a score, and you know exactly what's going on with the offense. They got to make some big plays here in the fourth quarter. Nice job playing the deep ball, staying deep, and not giving up the big play.
From the gun on third down, Keelan Russell just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. He'll be stopped short, and they'll force a fourth down.
And this is not decision time. This offense, it's green light the rest of the game. Down multiple possessions, got to go for it on fourth down. Probably had that in mind. It's a little shorter fourth down, but this offense has got to stay fast-paced and got to make some explosive plays.
Field goal unit's not coming out here, guys. I think they're going to go ahead and go for it on fourth and long. Now Oregon will call its second timeout. They've got one timeout left now. They'll have to choose wisely as to when to use it. Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. Throwing Russell. Rush is on. Left side is Rodgers. A terrific play to keep him from getting to the chains and forcing the turnover on downs.
And the sense of urgency has got to go up now for the defense, right? You just failed on fourth down. You're trailing just under 3 minutes to go. What can the defense do? Can you create a turnover? Can you at least get a quick 3 and out to give yourselves a chance to win?
Here comes the Duck offense to get the drive started. And, man, as this offense seized control of this game with the last couple of drives, and they'll try to keep it going here and put it away. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Timeout called here on defense, so they'll have a couple remaining in addition to the 2-minute stoppage to try to maximize time and get the football back. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Making the adjustment on the play. Moore to the air. He's taking the shot. He's got it way down the field. Out of trouble just like that from deep in his own end into plus territory. They mark it at the 49. That big explosive play carries them into plus territory. They'll snap it 1st and 10 from just across the 50. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. He's got it on the outside. Into the house. Touchdown, Oregon. His 3rd touchdown of this game and his 3rd on the season. This guy's putting the Oregon offense on his shoulders, carrying them however you want, on the ground or through the air.
I mean, so fun to watch when you got a guy that can do this. And we've seen it with the Ducks in history, man. They've had some great ones that put their team on their shoulders. If you need me to run it, I'll run it. You need me to throw it, I can do that too.
It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Keelan Russell. Rush right in his face. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense.
And I tell you what, this defense, they've heard all about how great this quarterback is. They came in today with a mission, with a purpose. They've been flying around, harassing him, and making life so hard on this offense.
Wants to go up top on 2nd down. Under pressure. Hit as he throws. Complete to the right. Pulled to the ground.
And what a great job of being cool under pressure. He knew there was a defender about to hit him, and he held on to it as long as he could before letting it go. He paid for it, but what an accurate shot vertically down the field for an explosive play in the passing game.
Russell from the gun on third down. Turns it upfield. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on third down. You're going to have to find someone working into a side.
He wants to go deep. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. Long way to go on second down. Motion from the wide receiver. Russell. Fires to the wideout. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast because of the pressure of this defense, and that's why they find themselves down by so much here in the fourth.
And now such a tough situation. Late in this game, you're trailing, but now it's 4th and long. Like, it's one thing if it's 4th and short. This makes it even more difficult.
And guys, hold that thought just a second, because here comes the fourth down play. If they don't get it here, this one is probably over. Again, it's Russell. Look out. They get to him as he throws. It's incomplete, and the defense makes a stop and gets the football back.
This is exactly how you draw it up. This is a situation where you can have all the easy stuff. We're not giving up the big play. The defense understands the situation.
Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. Timeout called by the offense. 23 seconds remaining in the game. The Ducks now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Moore. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. He picks up the fumble, but they'll blow it dead right there. And remember, at this stage of the game, the only person who can advance a fumble for the offense is the fumbler.
Well, the offense is able to avoid disaster right there. Problem is they fumbled it, but thankfully they were able to jump back on and not have a turnover.
Coming into this one, we wondered whether these guys were a little bit overrated, and certainly they did nothing to dispel that notion.
They were playing angry today, and I know talking to some of their players, Dave,